Hi, welcome to my channel Takniki Gyan Guru. In today's lesson, we will see how to automate the process of creating a Ubuntu box using Terraform, and top of that, we will install Tomcat application server into the Ubuntu box in the AWS, right? So this whole process will be automated. So let's see how we can do that. So in the Terraform side, we need to create a Terraform script where we have to define like the services we need to create, like Amazon EC2, BPC, security group, subnets, and inbound, outbound rules, route table, and the internet gateway and association. So those required uh, services needs to be created. So in my previous videos, I have already shown you how to create the EC2 boxes and the Windows box, right? So you can go and watch. So I will not go and discuss in details for the Terraform side because we have already made few videos. So apart from this, we need to create some user and create some access key and secret key, right? Um, so that we can use those keys into Terraform so that it can be connected in AWS and start creating the infrastructure. If you are going to install the Terraform inside the Ubuntu box in AWS, and that in that case, no need to create any user. You need to create a role and then associate that role into EC2 box. Then you don't need to create a secret key and access key. So once your Terraform is ready, then you have to create the Ubuntu box in AWS, right? So how we can create in Terraform side, we need to execute this four command like Terraform init, Terraform valid, Terraform plan and apply. Then that once we apply, then AWS Ubuntu box will be created. And the Ansible side, we have to create a playbook where we need to define, first of all, update the Ubuntu box, then download Java and the Tomcat, and then we will install Java and Tomcat also, right? And installing Tomcat, we need to execute the Ansible command like Ansible playbook -i inventory and tomcat.yaml. The Ansible playbook is the command, and -i is inventory. Inventory is basically we will define our IP addresses like host IP addresses, so that this host IP address is the Ubuntu IP address. We create the infrastructure in AWS. The machine's IP address will be mentioned into the inventory. And Tomcat is basically we will define all the tasks like to update the Ubuntu box, download the Java and Tomcat, and install the Java and restart or start the Tomcat. This is the whole high level architecture. Right? So this is the time for demo. Let's move for a demo now. Now we are in the VS Code. We will understand the Terraform code. So first of all, we have the provider section where we will mention the reason where we will deploy the access key and secret key. It is not required if um, you have the Terraform in Ubuntu box in AWS only. So we are creating the BPC, CIDR block and all, the subnets and security groups. The ingress is we are opening the 22 port. We are open all the port for my IP address and egress, right? This is required because if you are not mention this egress, then you can log into your machine, but you can't download the Java, Tomcat, and all, right? So egress is required to connect your machine to your internet. I mean to say, connect and download from the internet, right? And The instance we may mention AMI, type, micro, free one, the key, subnet, VPC, and all those things. And the internet gateway, route table association, and we are output. We have the instance DNS and instance public IP. So this way we will just run this script and we will have our machine ready, right? Next one is uh, the Ansible side. Let's understand in the Ansible. First of all, we'll see the I have the folder group bars. In the group bars, I have the file tomcat.yaml. This file name should be the host name, right? I'll show you. The in the group bar we will mention all the variables like Ansible user Ubuntu, Ansible SSH private key file, right? Because we want to connect my machine through the key file, right? So my key file is in this location. So based on your key file, you can mention your location, right? And the Tomcat user and Tomcat group. So I have the Ubuntu user and group, so mention this user only. So if you can also change like Tomcat and Tomcat group, you can create a user and create a group and then you can mention over here, right? So this is required. So basically it will log in uh, your machine using Ubuntu, Ubuntu username and the key file, pen file over here. Newly created machine, it will log in, and then in inventory we mention the created machine IP address. We have to change this IP address once we create the Terraform file. This is the PEM file I have, right? Using here I mentioned, right, this PEM file. This is the key file where we need to, otherwise we can't log in, right? And this is the main Tomcat demo. This Tomcat demo basically have all the tasks mentioned in this. This is the play group. So in the first task we say install Apache Tomcat server, hostname Tomcat, right? This is the hostname Tomcat. Same in the group bar we need to mention Tomcat, the same hostname. Otherwise it won't work. Become user here. True means once we log in as a Ubuntu, right? And then sometimes these command won't work, right? So we need to become a root user to execute this command. So we'll say become true task. The right, the task is update apt. So first of all we will update using apt and update cache, yes, right? This will update our Ubuntu server. Next task is install Java 21. Based on your requirement you can install, right? So I'm just installing the latest one, OpenJDK 21 JDK present, right? So we'll download and install. Now download Tomcat 11. It is a Tomcat 11 also the latest one. So you can directly go Tomcat and get your URL from there. I just www.tomcat.com. So you can search in Google, go to the Tomcat, and based on your requirement, you can have the Tomcat 10, 9, or 11, the latest one I have mentioned here, URL, and then we are downloading this one into this location, the temp Apache, this one, right? Now we are extracting from this location. You can see the source is this, the same one. From here we are source and destination is /opt. This zip file will be unzipped into your or will unrar into your opt folder /opt folder. So your this will be in opt folder. Now set permission. So we need to give some permission so that we can use this one, right? So how we can give opt the same one, right? We unzipped here opt inside the opt. Now opt Apache Tomcat 11, this one. From this path the owner should be Tomcat user, right? This one in the war file, Tomcat user Ubuntu, Tomcat group Ubuntu. So the owner is Tomcat user and group is Tomcat user. This is the permission we are giving to this folder, right? Start Tomcat server. So we are when we download opt Tomcat this one, inside this folder we have the win and startup.sh. So we will run this startup.sh. We'll ignore some error, and now wait for the Tomcat started. Once it's started, we will wait for some time to start the event. The host is localhost, port is 8080, and state will be started. This way, once we run this file, then the Tomcat will be started. We'll see. So first of all, let's go to the um, uh, this one AWS and see is there any instances running over here. You can see there is no instance in the Mumbai region. You can see there is no instance available. Now we'll go to the Terraform command prompt and run the Terraform file, right? So nothing is here now. Now we are in command prompt. Let's see dir. You can see main.tf is available. Let's run the Terraform command. Terraform init finish init Terraform. So the Terraform init will initialize the Terraform. So it has been initialized. It will validate my Terraform file. Now file is validated. Now we'll preview. Now you can see 7 item to be added, means 7 item we need to create this file, right? We'll show you the AWS instance and the gateway, route tables, all these resources will be created. Now finally we'll see Terraform apply will create all these resources in AWS. Yes. Now you can see the instance is created, and the public IP address 52.66.210.107. If we go and see in AWS, refresh, the EC2 is created, right? See 52.66.210, this, right? Now let's copy this IP address. We need to update this IP address into Ansible. So my Ansible also installed on my local machine. And let's say ls, right? So we have the group bar. Here we mention the key file name. This key file name, Ansible user, Tomcat user, and Tomcat group, right? This is the inventory where we have the host. We need to update this one. Vim inventory. I need to paste the new IP address over here, right? Save and save :wq and enter. The inventory is updated, and Tomcat demo.yaml, where we define the task, right? So let's run, right? The Ansible command Ansible, and also the if you have this one, the IP address :8080. We'll see the Tomcat is installed or not, right? So currently nothing is installed. Now go to on the Ansible. This is the Ansible hyphen playbook. Fun I inventory. This is the inventory. Tomcat. This is the playbook name. So let's enter. Now all the task is update, install Java, download Tomcat, extract Tomcat, set permission, start Tomcat service, wait for Tomcat to start. This is done, right. Now we have already discussed this one. Now let's move to the browser and see whether Tomcat is installed or not. Yeah, you can see the Tomcat is now installed. Now let's move to the slide. So we have seen how to create an EC2 box using Terraform in automated fashion, and similarly we installed JDK and Tomcat into Ubuntu box. This will end to our video. Don't hesitate to ask any question. So there is no stupid question for me. You can ask any questions. So if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Also comment if you have any question or queries. Thank you so much. Bye.